takes 8 years to become a great writer unless you quit.
Yes, and that one is something that was a great conversation I had with Unknown Screenwriter. And I remember exactly where I was when we had the conversation. I was walking, and he was saying to me how, you know, in his opinion, it takes 8 years. And at that time when we had that conversation, I had been a writer for about 8 years. And he had read various drafts of Slavery by Another Name and said, you were really finally getting it. You know, it's sort of like being a martial artist. Like you start off learning how to punch, learning how to step, learning the stances that keep you strong. And then the more you do it, the more fluid you get, the more graceful it becomes, and you don't even have to think. They call it muscle memory. You know, I get up and I can do a form that I learned 10 years ago without even thinking about it. All of a sudden, I'm in a completely other zone, and all of a sudden the form's done. And writing is the same way, and it took me 8 years to get my first black belt. You know, like it's just you have to do something over and over and over again so that you're not thinking about it so much, that you're just doing it. Yeah, that's my experience. What do you think about that? Like,
I agree.
I'm going to interview you now, Gary.
No, it's, you know, I used to be a long distance runner. My knees don't want me to do it anymore. But you know, we all know about a runner's high, and it's that same thing. You know, and it takes time to build up to that and to get into that zone. And when you're in that zone, it's almost effortless. It's just there's a level of flow, a level of fluidity about the experience of creating or working out or whatever it is. And I do think it's the same as Gladwell talks about, you know, outliers. It takes that 10,000 hours or whatever that number is. I don't know what the number is.
Yeah.
But I do think that there's when you separate the wheat from the, you get to the point where you are so studied that you just sort of engage on a more intuitive level. You're freer because the body knows what to do. The mechanism knows what to do. So yeah, I think it does take. I used to say it was a number of scripts. I don't think that's true. I do think it's a period of time.
Yeah, certainly can be achieved earlier for some people who pick things up really fast. I pick stuff up really fast, but I still think it took me 8 years to really get it.